I'm sorting my lumber here, sorting the straight ones, the semi-straight ones, and the crooked ones. Some people have noticed I haven't been doing much logging or milling lately, or at least not showing it on video. The only logging I've shown on video all summer is that big white fir at the ranch up the mountain. If it seems like I haven't been doing any logging or milling, it's because I haven't. I quit doing that. I'll tell you why. I've done videos like this before when I temporarily quit, but this year it's for a different reason. Ooh, that's a nice straight one. Home Depot would not be interested in this one. Too straight. This pile is the straight ones. This is the close to straight, but a little bit twisted. This is the Home Depot stock right here. These are going to be the Charlie Brown boards that have a lot of twist in them. Or maybe I should say it has more character. I've made some videos about the lumber market being poor right now. Prices for Douglas fir are really low, which they are, but I can still do okay selling lumber if I focus on things that aren't available in the lumber stores. Sizes that aren't available in the lumber store, or even quality. I can produce high quality, very high quality, small knot, tight grain wood. But having a quality product is not the only important part of business. Some people say the most important part of business is location, 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 which I have neither of those three things. This is not a good location, this is not a good location, and this is not a good location for selling lumber. Because when this place was made, there was a big oversight. They forgot to put customers here. It's about a 2-hour round trip for me to have to haul lumber to where customers are. My properties are in very rural, remote places. That means every time I make a lumber sale, I have to haul the lumber about 2 hours round trip to where customers likely are. Either that or a customer would have to drive 2 hours to come out here, which is not convenient for them. It's not convenient for me. With a lot of businesses going online now, location, location, location is not always as important as it used to be, except with lumber, because it's expensive to handle and ship. It's big and it's bulky. Back when I was selling more lumber, when lumber prices shot up to really high, I had a warehouse in town. I would take the lumber there, then I would meet customers there. But that was about 3 years ago when this channel was just starting and I wasn't putting much effort into this channel, which brings us to the current situation. I can do the logging, I can do the milling, I can do the sales. I've done it before, I could continue to do it, but I can't do the logging, do the milling, and do the sales, and run this YouTube channel at the level that it's become. I can do the logging, the milling, and run the YouTube channel. Those three things go together quite nicely. But I can't do the logging, the milling, run the YouTube channel, and do the sales at the same time. It's just too much. So sales have been neglected. With the milling that I have done in the last year, all the lumber is still here. I got these stacks, I got more behind this one, I have stacks over there, I have stacks over there. It's just accumulating because I don't have time to do the sales and do everything else too. Before I start milling more lumber, I need to deal with the lumber I already have. And what nice lumber it is. Look how nice and straight that dried. Tight grain, but nobody's able to take advantage of this really nice lumber since I'm too busy fooling around making YouTube videos instead of doing the sales and distribution. I've had a lot of people contact me over the last couple years wanting to know if they can come work for me. Some even offering to work for free just to learn and get experience. I haven't taken any of them up on that because I know what they want is to come out here in the woods and work in the woods. I don't need help on the production side. If I had more help on the production side, I would have more of this problem, dealing with all the wood. What I need help with is the sales and the distribution. I don't mind the sales and the marketing. I like that part. I can do that. It's the distribution that's really the hang up. Stopping what I'm doing out here or with video production to arrange to meet with customers, drive into town, meet with them, that's what takes all the time. For those who have contacted me wanting to come out and work for me, I apologize to some of you that I haven't got back to your emails. I get a lot of messages in a day, and we're back to that problem of I can only do so much. Coming out here to work for me on the production side is a tough sell right now, but if someone had a solution to take over the sales and distribution side, I could be open to that. Ideally, I could find someone local who has a place in town who could just come out, buy the lumber wholesale, then take care of the rest. Or they wouldn't even have to be local. Someone just to make the lumber go away. I could try to contact some local lumber yards, some local, now what do I, some local, I'm holding a piece of lumber and I can't say lumber. I should be able to say lumber. Local lumber yards and have them distribute it for me. Or find someone who uses a lot of lumber who will just come out and get bulk amounts of it, or I could even haul bulk amounts to them. I don't mind delivering lumber if I can haul it all in bulk, especially if I can load up my flatbed trailer, sticker it, so they can unload it with a forklift. Which is a little bit of what I'm doing here. Until I can find someone to help me on the sales and distribution side, which I understand may be never, I'm going through everything on that trailer, taking some pieces out that I need for something else, figuring out what I have so I can try to sell it all in one big load. I've done it before, it works well for me that way. It takes longer to find that customer usually, but I much rather sell it all in one big load. I might get less money for it, but when I have to figure I'm going to have less time traveling back and forth to town, meeting people, it works better that way. As far as the sawmill goes, this is the focus right now, trying to sell and distribute the lumber. I can sell and distribute the lumber and run a YouTube channel, but I can't sell and distribute the lumber, run a YouTube channel, and do the logging and the milling. So right now, the logging and the milling I put aside so I can focus on this. That is until I at least make a good amount of this lumber go away. Or I could just build a big lumber shed, store it in there. I could become a lumber hoarder. I could do the logging, the milling, run the channel, and just hoard lumber. Then I can go through some kind of mental therapy for lumber hoarders. I'll learn all about the psychology of lumber hoarders. Then I can start some kind of a lumber hoarder treatment program and make $10 million. What do you think? Is that a good business idea? I like it. What is the point of me going on and on about this for the past 8 minutes? For those who keep asking, where are the sawmill videos? Where are the logging videos? Now you know. We got to deal with this before we get back to that. But hang tight. We'll get back to more in the woods stuff, but first things first.